Hi everyone, and thanks for tuning in to my weekly video message. As I mentioned in my video last week, over the next few weeks I'll be offering the wisdom and practices of Musar, an ancient Jewish practice which focuses on the cultivation of positive inner traits called midot, which can help us meet this moment and the challenges that we're facing in these times with strength, courage, determination, kindness, and faith. Last week, I spoke about cultivating the midah, or the trait of anava, which means humility. I shared that while we often think about humility as being quiet or even meek, that in our tradition, being humble means being of service, and that in times like these, what it means to be in service to others, to our country, and to our world is to step up, to make our voice heard, and to take action in concert with others for change and for a better future. Not because we think we're so great, not because we think we're so important, but because this is what is needed of us in these times. In this moment, we're called to cultivate a kind of humility and sense of service to others that gets us active in the fight for freedom, inclusivity, human dignity, and justice. This week, I want to talk about the midah, or the trait of savlanut, which means patience. In the eyes of our tradition, patience is truly a valuable trait to cultivate. In a world filled with frustrations and obstacles and people and circumstances that we find challenging, patience helps us be kinder, less reactive, and more grounded in the face of what is. In the realm of social change, too, patience is helpful, as we know that the work of building the world as it should be is slow, and that it will take a long time to get to a reality where all human beings are treated with dignity and all of us have what we need. In this vein, I think about Moses and Aaron, who in the book of Exodus never give up on trying to free the people from Egypt and go again and again to Pharaoh demanding freedom and liberation. Patience allows us to be like Moses and Aaron and not give up on doing the important work of fighting for change and to keep trying again and again, even amidst the slowness of social change and the setbacks and backlash that comes. Yet too much patience also does not serve us when it comes to social change. If we are too patient with the injustices and the harm that people are experiencing, if we don't see the suffering that people are experiencing as an urgent need that we need to respond to, we can easily start to accept the status quo and sink into the comfort of our lives, and we can lose our energy and inspiration for strong and sustained action for change. Whenever people in our country and our world are experiencing harm and there is something we can do about it, we have no business patiently taking our time to take action. Having too much patience also does not serve us in social change. So the key then to meeting this moment and these times that we're in with strength and with courage and determination, with faith and with kindness, is to cultivate a kind of middle ground when it comes to patience. The key is to be impatient enough with the harm and suffering people are experiencing so that we're moved to take strong and sustained action, but to also have enough patience to be able to withstand the incremental and non-linear pace of change, as well as any setbacks and backlash that might come. With that, I want to invite each of us to reflect. What is your default tendency when it comes to savlanut, or patience? Do you tend to feel patient with the pace and non-linear path of change and able to stick with strong and sustained action for the long haul? Or do you tend to perhaps be too patient with the status quo and perhaps are not taking action for change because of that? Or do you find yourself in more of a middle ground, having enough impatience to be motivated to take action, but enough patience to really stick with the work of change for the long haul? And given your default tendency, what is the kind of patience or impatience you might like to cultivate to really meet this moment and to respond to the urgent challenges that are before us in these times? I would love to hear your responses to these questions. As you know, I always ask for your responses, but with this series, I'd really like to support each of you in cultivating these traits so each of us can really meet this moment and meet the challenges of these times. So please reach out. You can reach me at rabbi@bethtorah.org. I look forward to hearing from you.